Down. OCW fans, hey, it's me, the general manager, Glenn Lane. I'm here with No Shame, Jimmy Shane. Told you he'd be here. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. Having a good evening. Got done eating your dinner. And you're tuning in to some OCW action live. Because he's live with me. That's action. Look at that.
Right here, baby.
Real quick, guys, before we get going, let Jimmy take over, and I'll sit here and enjoy the show. Got some announcements I want to go through. So this Saturday, 7 p.m., is going to be Bash at the Babe 2017. It's pretty cool. I wasn't here then, but it was pretty cool then. Also, the Brass Ring Gauntlet. You want to hear about that?
As a former winner of the Brass Ring Gauntlet, I would love to hear who
that is true. So, thought about this long and hard. Sorry, buddy. It's not you. James the Baker Hickey is going to be the second guy.
That's my boy. That's my pick right there.
That's your pick?
I don't know who else is in it yet, but that's my pick.
That is his pick. And I thought really long and hard about this. So we got the Legacy, the OCW Legacy Award. Thought about this one long and hard. It can only be one person.
I agree. I think I already know who it is.
You think?
Yep.
I think it's going to be Big Guns, Jeff Cannon.
There's nobody more deserving than the founder of OCW, my trainer, the father of OCW, the man who built it 17 years ago, and I'm glad we're going to be paying respects to old Big Guns.
That took a long time, man. There was a lot of names, but at the end of the day, that to me, that's the ultimate legacy of OCW. It's Jeff Cannon, Big Guns, which I've never really got to meet yet. So I'm excited. So when we give him that award and I get to shake his hand, And, we're going to shake his hand. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this is all past.
Yeah, that'll be over. Yeah. We're shaking hands. I'm making sure that happens. Well, we might put some rub on, whatever we got to do, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Look at that. And then you just rub it in. And then I'm safe now because he's safe now, and we shake hands. Let's wait. Yeah. We're going to wait. So those are the big announcements I have today. At the top of the screen, you're going to see a phone number to call in. You can ask Jimmy Shane a question. You can ask me a question. We've got Kevin, our producer, the media guy behind us here. You can ask him a question. He's going to be watching on the Facebook Live for any questions as well, and he will go ahead and let us know what you're asking. So if you got anything, you want to talk about anything, you're here. This is you, man. This is you tonight.
So while I'm here, and we said that I'm not going to be in the Brass Ring Gauntlet.
Well, I didn't say you weren't yet, but you're not the second.
I would like to ask not to be in it.
Okay. I can do
something I would like. I want Matt Taylor.
Oh.
Since September, he's been ducking me, he's been dodging me, he's been running away from me. He's been using every tool at his disposal, whether it's eliminating me from the DBI Rumble, beating me down to the chair. Then he made me fight through Gino DiCapo. And then we brawled all around the building at Chaparral's. I pushed him off that giant ladder, and then he used Logan Lynn to get a fast count on me. And then when I move on to something new, I'm wrestling Jared Knight, and Matt Taylor comes out and tasers me, and then puts me through a table. So I want my shot at the OCW Heavyweight Championship. I want my shot, and I think there's only one way we should do this. See, he likes doing things his way. He likes playing by his own rules. He likes making it all about him. Well, I want to do it in a match that favors him. I don't care. We'll put the ball right in his court. Matthew Taylor, I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching. Because whenever Tradition 17 happens, as I said, you beat me down with a chair at the DBI Rumble. I pushed you off a ladder at Sub-Zero. You put me through a table at Love Hurts. I want my shot at the OCW Heavyweight Championship in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Got a couple questions when you guys are ready.
I'm going to answer to this a little bit. I'm going to put it down on paper.
Okay, we got it confirmed?
Matt Taylor. You know what? It's been a rough few months for you. It really has. And I really couldn't come up with a decision on Matt Taylor for Tradition 17. So, yeah, you threw me a curveball. I'm a little out of... You know what? You got it. TLC.
Yes.
You got it. It's going to be No Shame, Jimmy Shane against the OCW Heavyweight Champion, the Guiding Light, Matt Taylor, in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. That's official.
Yes.
That's official.
See you there, buddy.
Sweet. So we actually did 3 announcements. Yeah, you threw me that curveball, but I caught it. So yeah, go. Hey, Kevin, you got some questions?
Yeah. First of all, your good friend Agent Nick Hahn said, "Good evening, Mr. Lane and Mr. Shane."
At least it was Mister.
Baker said, "Miss you guys."
Hey, Baker.
Hey, we miss you too, Baker.
Jared Kinder said, "Yo, Jimmy."
Hey, Jared.
And Dwayne Soblowski said, "When will the women have their own championship?"
The women do have their own championship. Megan Myers is actually our champion right now. We have a champion. I just haven't decided who Megan Myers is going to defend her championship against yet. But yeah, she will be in action at Tradition 17, hopefully.
And I know there's a line of women waiting to get it.
Yeah, they're
back.
everywhere.
Laura Lovelace wants it back.
Yeah.
Natalie May wants the title back.
Yeah.
I've heard some rumors that there's a few other former champions who might want to come back.
One has called me a few times. So yeah, they're lined up. I just want to make sure, like I said last week, guys, Tradition 17 is big. That's our big show, and I want to make sure that is a big match. That's a big match. So I want to make sure it's a big competitor, and Megan Myers will be ready. She's our champion for a reason. She'll be ready. So yeah, we do have a champion. To your question, we have a women's champion. Yes.
And Jimmy, the Agent Nick Hahn, would like to tell you, if you suck up to the GM, you get whatever match you want.
Is that what's going on here?
That's what it sounds like, don't it? I mean, the Agent Nick Hahn is Agent Nick Hahn. You can feel free on any Wednesday at 6 p.m. ish, 7 p.m. ish, between 6 and 7. You can come up here anytime you would like and sit with me, and we can discuss matches. That's for sure. What else can I say? Come up. I mean, I already put one of his guys in a match.
All 3 of his guys, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, you're right. All 3 of them. Not bad.
And Jared Knight stepped up.
Yeah, Jared Knight stepped up.
And I was watching last week when he laughed at the idea of Jared Knight. Yeah. Jared Knight took me to the limit. Jared Knight could have beaten me if Matt Taylor hadn't tasered me and put me through a table.
That's true.
So
Jared Knight was actually one of the guys that I was actually looking at maybe at the OCW Heavyweight Championship. He took you to the limit. A former heavyweight champion of OCW, he took to the limit 2-time. I mean, come on. I mean, well deserved. He's working right up the ranks, and he's put his name in the hat. So he's okay. We're good. Nick Hahn, you're more than welcome to.
He replied and he said he respectfully declines being anywhere near you. That's the answer I expected.
Yeah, me too. I kind of got that.
Natalie says hi.
Natalie,
what's up, Nat?
Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you can get to the doctor soon when all this is over, and we can get you cleared. We're really excited about that.
We also had somebody ask if we have the final list of WWE layoffs.
No. OCW hasn't laid anybody off. We're not really paying too much attention to the WWE.
You sure you don't have anything about Grant Andrews getting his release over there?
He's still in.
All right.
I'm keeping Grant. Grant's sticking around.
And Sarah Roby said hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, you guys can call in too. The number's 330-860-3038. Give us a call. Phone lines are open. Tonight's the night you guys can fully get in. Hey, you that was us live.
I was trying to watch myself and kind of got a big ego.
You might need that though. You really went after that TLC match. I'm
not worried. As long as I get Matt Taylor in that ring. See, you might think, yeah, I get it. He's quicker than me. A ladder match suits him. But I get to come after him with the chair. I get to put Matt Taylor through a table. That ladder, yeah, you have to climb it. But there's things I can do with that ladder. I can beat down Matt Taylor with that ladder. And if he does climb it to the top, just like he did at Sub-Zero, I can push him off one more time.
Yeah, I'm not. I have no doubts in you. I have no doubts in anybody in OCW talent-wise. I mean, they wouldn't be here if I did, right?
That's fair.
So,
Nick Hahn is demanding to know right now who the other 2 men are in the 5-man tag.
In the 5-man tag.
Or 6-man tag.
The 6-man tag? He'll know soon. Be all right. Time to calm down. What are you so worried about?
He's scared.
We got time.
Right?
We got time.
Hey, we don't even know when Tradition is, and you're trying to figure out what these matches. Why? So you can
freaking out on me.
Try to bribe
Hey,
him?
Nick, why don't you call in and talk to us? 330-860-3038.
I wish he would
Call
have
in.
done that.
Yeah, he's not going to call in.
Chuck the Truck wants to know when he's getting his invite.
Chuck the Truck?
Yeah.
To come sit with me?
Yeah.
Anytime he wants. Anytime he wants. Jimmy Shane just happened to, he was watching the other night and said he wanted to come in. So, you know what? How's next week? What do you think? I think so. What do you think, Kevin? You'll be here. You're the guy.
Yeah,
next week?
Yeah.
Next week, Chuck the Truck Morris can be here live with me. That sounds good.
Watch him not be able to show up now.
Right.
Nick Khan said now! Exclamation mark.
Ow.
That's not really a question.
Was it now or like meow? Maybe he said
It's supposed to be a Q&A.
Yeah, it's a Q&A.
Not a statement.
Yeah, kind of. That's sad. That's sad that he did that.
Chuck said he'll be here.
Awesome.
There
There it is, guys. Officially next week, Chuck the Truck Morris will be live at the OCW office with me. So you guys get to call. Oh, here we go. We got a call. Can you grab that for me there? Swipe up. Yeah, Kenny Cash.
If you're not going to waste an athlete like Kenny Cash on someone like Glenn Lane, I should hire someone that's begging for dollars on side of Interstate 71 to take care of that for a half a corned beef sandwich.
71. That's a good ways away.
Yeah,
They'll never make
I
it
don't
here.
think he knows where we're at.
Yeah,
so
he
we're
does.
good.
We can. We're disclosed. You okay?
I haven't been this upset in a long time, gentlemen. I thought I was mad 2 weeks ago.
He's a
I thought I
gentleman.
was mad last week, but I'm even more mad right now.
That's cute, Nick. How you been, buddy?
Jimmy Shane, I have a lot of respect for you as a professional wrestler. You have done a lot of great things in your life, but the way you pander to those morons so they try to buy your t-shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com is pathetic.
That is ProWrestlingTees.com/Jimmy Shane. You get some
No,
nice.
we are not giving you a cheap plug.
Are you sure? Because on the website there's actually exclusive shirts. See, I had this shirt. It said "Winner, winner, 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 winner," and it's in black, and that's the only place you can get it is on Pro Wrestling Tees. And then my the sunglasses, it says "No Shame." It's in a darker shade of purple on Pro Wrestling Tees, or you can only get it on Pro Wrestling
Nobody
Tees.
buys purple t-shirts.
Nick, I feel like you're just a little mad. I mean, we haven't even seen you in OCW in a while.
Yeah, it's been
I mean,
summer.
since
summer.
what?
I think it was Beach Bash.
Gentlemen,
It was Beach Bash.
Shane, I got a little message for you, pal. I haven't forgotten the time at that bicycle shop.
See, this is where I
you
thought
shoved me
it
to
was the last time I saw
year
him.
When you speared me.
I did. I speared him.
Yeah, he did. That was the same time that Kenny Cash put his hands on him.
I just want to let you know right now, the agent Nick Hahn does not forget anything.
Well, Nick Khan, when OCW gets back up and running, and when I'm done with Matthew Taylor, I will gladly accept one of your clients to come after me. Any one of them. It doesn't matter if it's Asher Knox, doesn't matter if it's Kenny Cash, doesn't matter if it's Brandon Fields, doesn't even matter if it's you if you want to get in there, brother.
Oh, I'm not a fighter, Mr. Shane. I negotiate contracts. I'm there to support. I don't get my hands dirty in any of this kind of stuff. Why do you think I throw money around to guys like Kenny Cash, Asher Knox, and Brandon Fields? If you think I was going to get there and fight myself, it's not because I'm scared or anything like that. It's just because I don't feel like I need to.
I never would have thought you were scared. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it.
He kind of challenged me like 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden he's not want to challenge anybody.
Slipping all around.
Yeah,
It's
it's up there.
that's Nick
I
Khan.
don't have time for this anymore. Bernard, give me another drink. I got to get off the phone with these morons.
Bye, Nick.
Oh, there's the hang
Yeah,
up.
there's the hang up. So, guys, you see that the phone line does work. It's 330-860-3038. Call in, ask Jimmy a question, ask him anything. We've got all night, really. What?
That was crazy.
I don't think Nick likes me much. I'm not sure if he likes anybody but his three agents much, really.
I mean, he was saying some nice things about me at first, but he didn't
Started
like,
off,
Didn't
yeah.
like the way I pandered and told people to go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Jimmy Shane.
That was a nice plug, by the way. He did hook you up
Stuck
there.
that right in
He
there.
did a good job. Any questions? We got any questions up there?
No. Jared just said, Jimmy, at Tradition 17, you're going to get payback on that.
So I like to hear him, man. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen, too.
I think it's going to be a great match. I mean, so far, if you really look what we've put together just so far, it's,
You know what's
The brass
actually
ring
interesting? This Saturday is Beach Bash 2017. And 2017, it was a different time. It was a few years ago. It was a very different OCW.
yeah.
And there are two particular matches on that card that I want to look back at.
Okay.
And they kind of pertain to OCW Tradition 17. See, on that night, Chuck the Truck Morris wrestled Jake Ely.
Really?
And then in the main event, this handsome devil right here, No Shame Jimmy Shane, I went up against Matthew Taylor.
No way.
So it's a nice little appetizer for Tradition 17 to watch Beach Bash 2017. A lot of 17s, a lot of dates, a lot of numbers, but just trust me, it's a good show. And that match between me and Matt Taylor at Beach Bash is Bash at the Babe. Have I been saying Beach Bash?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
It's
but
all.
at Bash at the Babe, it was a steel cage match.
Whoa. You guys might want to. You know what? I didn't even think about that when we set it up. When I had it set up for this Saturday, I didn't even really think about it because, like I said, guys, I wasn't here in 2017. But I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of the past. I'm glad you brought that up. So now you're going to see them in a cage match, knowing that they're going to be in a TLC. I can't make this stuff up, man. We're just sliding right in there.
Lots changed in that time, and
Wow.
I'm gonna look forward to going back and watching that match, watching me and Matt Taylor beat the life out of each other. To
Right.
look forward to when we're gonna do it one more time at Tradition 17.
Holy moly.
Chuck said there's going to be a lot of payback coming at Tradition.
It sounds like it. Man, I'm getting kind of stoked.
This has been the longest build up to Tradition ever.
Right.
With all that's going on. It's Tradition season. It's got the blood flowing. You don't understand how excited we all get for Tradition, and the excitement's only building more and more each day. And I can't wait till we're there to bring it for you fans.
Yeah, eventually it's going to happen. That will be our next show, guys. There won't be any canceled shows, anything like that. That is the next show. It doesn't matter when it is, where it is. Right now, it's going to be at one of two places. It's either going to be at Chaparral's Event Center on Arlington Street, or it's going to be at Melanie Lake, which is one of our sponsors. It will be at Melanie Lake under the lights at night around the lake. Also, if you guys want, they got their season passes still up, MelanieLakeInc.com. Also, let me give a big shout out to one of our other big sponsors, is Bob's Hamburger. If you guys want a great burger, it is really good. It's 330-253-BOBS. And I heard that the boss man's actually delivering those burgers.
Oh, yeah.
So, who knows? And with that guy, you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the boss man, so you never know what could happen there. So make sure you guys get a hold of one of them. Get some good food down there. I think Fridays they do like a fish dinner. I have tried the boss man. It's pretty big. Maybe the next couple of weeks we could have Jimmy Shane up there, a couple of the wrestlers, maybe deliver you guys some food or something. Who knows? We can get something together there. But again, if you guys are looking for a good burger place and you want to stay local and help the local businesses, they're helping us. That's 330-253-BOBS. Again, call in the hotline, guys, 330-860-3038. I know we see a bunch of guys watching. There's a bunch of people watching, so call in. Ask a question. Ask Jimmy a question. Ask me a question. Ask Kevin a question. Kevin will answer you a question. The behind-the-scenes guy. He does all the media here, so let us know. Talk to us. We're available.
Got a few more comments.
Cool.
Baker said Agent Nick Khan needs a cookie.
Release the sweets, Baker.
Release the sweets. If you got a cookie, you might not yell at us as much. Huh?
Corey Sage, I want to see Jimmy Shane whip Matt Taylor and not have any way for Matt to cheat.
That's exactly what I want to see, too.
Well, it's a TLC match.
There's technically no rules.
There's no rules. Yeah. So, guys, if you've never seen a TLC match and you're kind of a fan of wrestling, but you've never really known the rules, there is no rules in the TLC match. It's anything kind of goes, really. It's just a label. They can use a ladder, table, and chairs. You've been in them. Mm-hmm. Kind of tell them how this can go.
It's so again, if you go back to a previous match, this is all tying in together. This is all circular. A match for the very first brass ring. It was a 4-way ladder match. Matt Taylor and I were both participants in that match.
Okay.
I was at the very top of the ladder. He came flying in from nowhere, stepped on my head, and I did a whole flip off the ladder and crashed all the way to the mat. And that wasn't even the end of the match. That was just another... I picked him up and I slammed him on a ladder. This other guy came in and he jumped out of the ring. It was crazy. And that's what's going to happen, Matt Taylor. We're going to get a little crazy. Because when I get you in that ring, that title's going to be hanging up there. But I'm not even going to worry about climbing it until I know that I'm completely done with you. that I know that I put this all behind us, that I know that our friendship is dead and buried, and that I know that you will no longer forgive me for whatever I did, whatever made this all happen, whatever made you use your brass ring on me, whatever made you end my title reign. It doesn't matter, Matt Taylor, because when I get in that ring with you, I am going to end you, and I'm going to become a 3-time OCW heavyweight champion, and there's no shame in that.
I got goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, guys, I know people are probably saying, "Oh, the general manager sitting with Jimmy Shane. He's gonna be biased." I'm not actually at all. Nick Hahn can say what he wants. He asked me to put 3 guys in a match. I put his 3 guys in a match. Guys have asked me to put them in matches. They've been in matches. Chuck talked about it. Jake talked about it. I mean, Jake kind of yelled at me because I made the match.
Thunderbird runs his mouth.
I mean, guys, I do what's best for OCW and the fans. And this TLC match, like I said, I was having a real hard time thinking of somebody for Matt Taylor. He just brought it up. Somebody else could have sat here today and brought something up, and I might have liked it. That's what I like tonight. So the TLC match at Tradition 17, No Shame Jimmy Shane going up against the champion, the Guiding Light Matt Taylor. It's going to be a battle. I'm sorry to say it. You've got your hands full.
I do.
He's a champion for a reason.
Yeah, he is. I'm not going to take any away from Matthew Taylor.
And he cashed in that brass gauntlet to win that, right?
Yes.
That's what he did. And you got 2 competitors in that brass ring gauntlet right now. James Baker Hickey. He's proven too. I mean, this guy went from a security guard, right? I mean, he was a security guard for OCW, and he earned a roster spot. He got it. That's huge. And Gino DiCaprio is not a joke either. You've been in the ring with him. You OCW put up a thing. You put up a thing earlier this week about a match one of your best matches that I've seen, and to me, it was Beach Bash. Yep. You and Gino DiCaprio, you guys didn't leave. There was nothing left in that ring when you guys were done. And in my opinion, you guys took each other to the limit.
There were a few things left in that ring, but it was our blood.
It was blood. Yeah. It sure was. And at the end of the day, you just happened to be the better man that night. And Gino DiCaprio, but he took you to the limit.
He did. He absolutely did.
So, I mean, guys, it's huge. You got anything else there?
Matt Taylor's logged in, listening.
Huh.
I'm sure he just heard what
Matt Taylor, if you would like to call the hotline, 330-860-3038 and kind of talk, I'm okay with that. Let's just keep it respectful. Jimmy's here. You guys can talk. I know we're on a little bit of a delay, so you'll see this a little late, but if you want to call in. You two can talk this out. But the match is official. Matt Taylor, you will be defending the OCW Heavyweight Championship at Tradition 17 in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
For you, Robert Byram said he has a custom figure in the works. A few more things to do to it. As soon as he's done, he'll post it on your wall so you can see it.
What is it now?
A custom figure.
Custom figure.
Nice.
I'm getting my own figure? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool.
You're moving up.
And it was Robert? Did you say Robert?
Yep.
Robert, thank you, man. That's really cool. And I'm sure some of the wrestlers wouldn't mind it either as well. I mean, you can look them all up. But no, thank you. That's really cool.
Jarrett Prince said Baker is the GOAT.
Okay. I mean, hey, he's guys. When I first came in, it was actually I came in a couple months after he got the contract from Jeremy Caudell, and but like I said, I've been watching. I've been around OCW. I've been around, and he was at Mogador. He was in Mogador. He got called into the Rumble of that.
Yep.
So, and then he beat Tanu, right? That's when he actually got the
Heritage Championship.
Yep. So, I mean, Baker's. I mean, and then he was runner up too for the upcoming star.
He
right?
almost won Breakout Star of the Year.
Breakout Star of the Year. So I mean, 2020 once it gets started, really gets started, could be Baker's year.
It absolutely could be.
So I'm excited about that. Anything else there?
That's it for the moment.
We got some more over here.
Here
we go.
Nick on Instagram, he asked, "How old do you have to be to train for OCW?" 16 years old. Once you're 16 years old, you can come train at Spinebuster. You will not be able to have your first match until you're 18, but 16 you can start training, and there's several competitors who have done that. Two that I can think of off the top of my head are Hisaka Takahashi and Joey Vengeance, who became Joey Rogers. Both of them started training when they were 16, and both of them went on to become In Takahashi's case, an Ohio Heritage Champion. And in Joey's case, Ohio Heritage Champion and the longest reigning tag team champion in company history. So if you start early, that's just more time to get experience, and you're going to be even better when you get going.
I think Natalie was under 18 too.
Natalie was, and she became a women's champion.
Yes, yeah,
Right?
Natalie May, she was, yeah. So it's there, guys, and I talked about it last week. I'll talk about it now. While we're waiting for more questions and stuff like that. Spinebuster is official. It's going to be back as soon as we get cleared and the orders are lifted. That is one of the big things, along with tradition, that's going to start up. And I've been reaching out to the guys that got applications in. And guys, I know that you're ready. I know that you're biting at the nail to get going. And trust me, you guys could be the next superstar, OCW superstar, sitting next to me doing a podcast like this. And hey, we want that. We're always looking for the next generation. Jimmy's one of them.
Yep.
Nick Cannon brought him in, the official owner,
Jeff Cannon.
founder, Jeff Cannon.
Yeah.
I said Jim.
You said Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Oh yeah,
Because we watching Masked Singer later, right?
yeah. But he kind of gets on my nerves. A little bit. So call in and get another question. You got anything else over there? You got another?
Yeah,
I got some here too. So
They
you go
asked
ahead.
Nick on Instagram. He asked all these. Who is someone you would like to team with? Now, this is someone who I've teamed with before. Someone who I'm gonna team with again. But Robbie Starr and I have never been tag team champions. Never in OCW. Never anywhere else around the whole country. We've never been tag team champions anywhere, and that's something that I would like to cross off the bucket list before him or I retire. And I'd like to hope that someday that happens. But right now, I've got my hands full with Matt Taylor. And I think he's got his hands full with Lord Thomas the Brute.
Mallory said hi to both of you.
Hey, Mallory.
Hey, that's our photographer. That's at every show. And let me tell you, best in the land.
She is.
Mallory is the best in the land. We love her to death. We miss you. When this is all back, you'll get big hugs. Big hugs. We'll sanitize. We'll Lysol.
I'll give her a high
do
five,
something.
maybe.
Yeah, you might get right. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a
I'm
hug.
going to get yelled at for making fun of her. Because she's my girlfriend's best friend. So I'm sorry, Mallory. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, you might be.
I didn't think about that until I did it.
That was late.
Dallas Easton wants to know how much is Spinebuster training and how long is it?
The training's actually up to you. It's how fast you learn. There's been some guys that I know have been in the ring, 3 months, 4 months in. Some of them take 8 months, 9 months. And prices, we kind of go negotiable on that. You'll learn all that at the first Spinebuster. I know that the tryout fee is $30, I think. I think that's what we put it at, $30. So the tryout fee will be $30. Once you make the school and we accept you into the school, then we'll discuss how that works from there. So
That's it for the moment.
Another one from Nick on Instagram. He said, if I could have a match with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Now, that's hard. I think right now, the only person I can think about wrestling right now is Matt Taylor. I gotta be honest. Yeah, I could talk about, I would love to wrestle...
go ahead, talk about it for a second.
I would love to wrestle Eddie Guerrero. I would love to wrestle John Cena. I would love to wrestle James Baker Hickey. But the one person I want right now is Matt Taylor. See, it doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where. I know we're going to fight tradition. But you know what? Maybe I'll come find you somewhere else, Matt. Maybe you're going to show up here one day and I'm going to be waiting outside Glenn's house. Maybe I'm going to be waiting for you wherever you are, Matt Taylor. Because I'm getting back the OCW Heavy Championship. And I'm going to get my revenge. I'm going to put this all behind us once and for all. And then I'm finally going to be able to sleep at night.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep at night now. You said in front of my house.
Only if he's here. So just don't invite him over.
I kind of got to open that invitation.
He won't show up
Yeah, you didn't call.
unless there's something in it for him.
All right. Got a question from Tim Rogers.
Okay.
Wants to know what's next for tag team champions Warhorse.
Man, I actually think I have something big, but I don't want to announce that yet.
That's right.
We have a few weeks. Hopefully May 1st, everything's lifted. We can really get going, and I can announce it before then. But I think I got something big. But I want to make sure it's in concrete, signed, sealed, delivered. Warhorse will be happy. Yeah, and those two guys, man, they're not afraid of a challenge.
Not at all.
And the one I think that I'm going to have for them, they're going to be ready. They'll be ready, and so will that tag team. So yeah, it's going to be huge. Yeah, sometimes like I realized like the one day I'm like, oh man, I'm out of questions, and then I look down, I'm like, oh man, I missed like a whole bunch of them.
Another question for Jimmy from Steve Schultz wants to know when you're getting your hands on Logan Lynn.
To be honest, I think Logan Lynn's contract lapsed. It was supposed to be just that 1 month, that one match, and then
Yeah, it lapsed.
he's out of OCW now. So
Yeah,
I wish that would have happened, but card subjects changed, things happen. That's something that really sucked that it happened, that Logan Lynn stabbed me in the back like that. Like I said before, when his sister needed a place to stay, she stayed at my house for a few months. Logan Lynn, I've watched him, I've literally known him since he was a kid. And to have that be the last memory of him in OCW leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I didn't have to hurt him as bad as I was going to.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people when that happened, they asked why I would sign that match. Actually, I didn't sign that match. I didn't sign that match. That was the boss man, Jeremy Caudell, that actually signed that match. I didn't sign that. I may have tried to talk to Jimmy Shane before that, or maybe talk him out of it or tell him we'll talk later, but that didn't happen. So that match was official. So everybody knows that match was official, but it wasn't through me.
And if Logan Lynn ever someday decides to step in that ring, I'll gladly be there to be the one to get my hands on him and get a little bit of revenge. But until then, I think that match is off the table.
Yeah, it is now because we would have to sign a new contract with OCW because that's expired.
Rob Jones wants to know if you've come up with a challenger for Megan Myers for the Women's Championship.
Well, we talked about it a little bit ago, and they're lined up. They really are. And like I said, guys, Tradition 17 is huge. So to me, I got to make sure that I think that's the right person for the right match and for the Women's Championship, the OCW Women's Championship. There's probably right now, I know a couple weeks ago I said I was down to 3. It's actually went back up. A couple more people have put their name in the hat. A couple more women that are, some of them are former OCW wrestlers that have wrestled for OCW. Some of them may be former OCW champions. So that numbers went back up. And again, like Jimmy said, this is a big buildup. We've had time, and I've had time to sit down and really be like, what's good for the business? What's good for OCW? And this is going to be huge. The match will be announced, and when it does, you guys are going to be shocked at all. Because right now, like I said, I was down to like 3, and it's went back up. We're probably at 7 or 8 ladies now that can deserve a chance.
Nick Hahn said he's finally calmed down.
He's finally calmed down. I didn't know he was.
Do you have a little pacifier in your mouth and drink some warm milk and feel better? Take a little nap, buddy?
That was Jimmy, Nick. Mr. Hahn. Since you refer to me as Mr. Lane, Mr. Hahn, I think that's respectful. I hope you're enjoying your Mai Tai. Is that what he said? He was getting a Mai Tai?
How long is he going to be on
Pablo?
vacation? Is he stuck out of the country? Is that what we figured out?
He wasn't even in Jamaica this time. I don't even know. Where did he say he was? Costa Rica? Oh. Can you hit the... We have a caller. It's probably Nick. Hey, thanks for calling the OCW hotline.
This is the Agent Nick Hahn. I have finally worked my way down. I have tried some deep breathing exercises. I'm taking yoga from a guru down here. And then I got Jimmy Shane running his mouth about the Agent Nick Hahn. Are you kidding me right now?
No, I was kidding. I was having fun because that's what I do. No one has more fun than No Shame Jimmy Shane. You should know that by now, Nick.
Jimmy Shane, I want to let you know that I hope for your own physical well-being that you do not get your hands on that OCW Heavyweight Championship. Because if you do, and you are put in the uncomfortable situation of being across the ring from one of my clients, I am scared to hear about all of the injuries that are going to be on you, sir.
Well, Nick, I'm always up for a challenge. Doesn't matter if it's any of your guys, anybody else in the locker room. Doesn't matter if it's Matt Taylor. Doesn't matter if it's James Baker Hickey. Doesn't matter if it's Kenny Cash. Doesn't matter if it's Asher Knox. Doesn't matter if it's Brandon Fields. Doesn't matter. I can go on and on and on. I can talk about everybody. I can talk about who the Mangler. You want to bring the Mangler in? I'll fight the Mangler right here, right now. Nick, I don't care who you bring in. They could be your client. They could not be. I will take on any fight at any time because that's what a real champion does, and that's not what any of your clients do.
First of all, you do not speak ill of the Mangler. He was a good person, a good human being. All right? So I demand from you, sir, an apology right now to the Mangler.
I am sorry that the Mangler was so ugly he had to wear a mask.
I'm sure wherever he is getting as upset as I am right now. Jimmy Shane, it's all fun and games for you. This is my life. This is my business. This is how I make my money. And you making a joke of it just irritates me beyond belief.
Well, I'm sorry, Nick. That I didn't mean to upset you. Is there anything I can do to make this better? Like, I want to clear.
I think you do mean to upset me.
Maybe a little bit. Is there anything I can do to clear the air between us? Can I? I'm not going to apologize because I'm having fun and it's pretty funny. But is there anything else that I can do to make this better? Can I buy you a drink or anything? Or
Yeah, where did you say you were?
I'm at an all-inclusive resort. I do not need you to buy me a drink.
With Pablo. I think he said Pablo was getting him a drink before he hung up on us last time.
I have all kinds of butlers down here, Mr. Lane. Money being thrown around that you couldn't even imagine.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I mean, where were you at again?
You're sorry.
how is Kenny's money doing?
It's being well taken care of.
That's what I
Sounds like
figured.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what I figured.
You're not in Jamaica anymore, right? You did say that you went somewhere else.
Oh, I've gone back to Jamaica. I've traveled around the Caribbean, visited St. Lucia, visited the Bahamas, visited all the great cultures they have, checking out all the lovely women down here, and they, trust me, they love the Asian con down here.
Isn't like the whole world on lockdown and quarantine?
Yeah, he must be really using Kenny Cash's money well. Or taking care of it well.
When you have an unlimited cash flow, you can do what you want.
Kenny Cash flow?
Well, if-
maybe? I don't know.
Kenny
That
Cash
was
has.
a terrible joke, sir. That was
Sorry.
awful. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I apologize. You know what? Yes, as the general manager of OCW, I should be a little more professional.
Now, Jimmy, you do the same thing. Now, you apologize. I can go back to my life. I can
All right.
stop
All right.
following you morons, and I can finally get some sleep at night.
I'm gonna try really hard. I am sorry that Asher Knox wears those ugly pants.
Mr. Shane, you are in a very, very unique spot right now because I need you to win because you have guaranteed my client's first shot at the title.
You kind of did
But
do
I
that.
don't want you to win because I don't want to see that smug, arrogant smile and listen to that dumb Backstreet Boys song. Who likes the Backstreet Boys? Who even listens to the Backstreet Boys these days?
Well, actually, my theme song is.
Losers! Losers! That dude! Losers!
I don't like that word, Nick. See, no shame, Jimmy Shane. I am a winner. See, you want to talk about losers? You want to talk about guys who can't cut in the ring? How about Kenny Cash? When he faced me at Born to Be Wild, he lost in the middle of that ring 1, 2, 3. You want to talk about your new client, Brandon Fields?
Because you were paid off the official, you have to get people on your side. We go out there for a one-on-one opportunity, and you're out there bribing different people to get what you want.
Well, was it me who brought the guys like Gino DiCaprio to the ring and all those other people that you paid off that night?
I don't recall any money being exchanged there. I believe there was all handshakes and opportunity.
You probably don't
There's a lot
remember.
of people that do not like you, Mr. Shane, they came to me wanting to get their hands on you because you are one of the most disliked people that I have ever been around.
You probably don't remember because you knocked your head when I speared you right there in the corner of the ring.
I promised
Wow,
my
this is
mother
usually where he clicks.
that I wasn't going to get upset today. And you are making me break a promise to my mother?
I guess I am.
Oh my gosh!
And that's
There's the
what
hang
Nick
up.
does. He's hung up on me like I'm at 10 probably, and I've only done this for 3 weeks, so we're good. Guys, the agent Nick Hahn, in all seriousness, he's a great agent. He's getting all of his talent matches. So you got any more questions over there that's coming in? I saw you kind of look over. What we got here?
Judy Byram wants to know if anybody thinks Kenny Cash should be in the market for a woman manager.
Oh. Ooh. Now that's stepping on the agent Nick Hahn's
I was going to
toes.
try to get
Yeah.
it in, but he...
Yeah,
Of course
You're not going to get much in with Nick Hahn until he's done. Mr. Hahn.
I would assume that Nick signs them to lengthy exclusive contracts.
Especially
So
on the
that
traveling.
they
he's going.
can't go other places, find new managers, find other things to do. And, I mean, Kenny Cash, he was so afraid of TNU, he went running last month.
That's true.
February. It's been a while. It hasn't been last month. Oh my god, I am
Yeah,
going
yeah.
crazy without wrestling, guys.
February's the last time OCW had a show. Yeah, we're ready to get back, guys, and we do miss you guys. I know I say it all the time when you guys are messaging me, and you guys could be messaging me right now, but I've got the phone line tied up, so I really can't see what you're messaging me. Hopefully, everybody's safe, everybody's healthy, and everybody's ready for this to end, so we can get back to business. Is there anything else up there this evening?
Chuck said, I thought this was supposed to be a Q&A, not listening to Nick Hahn rant for an hour.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, hey, people's got to call in. The hotline's 330-860-3038. Anybody can. Chuck, you can call in. You want to call in and join the party? You can. Anybody can. That's what this is about, guys. Since we can't be at Chaparral's and we can't be at Melanie Lake, we can't have our shows.
Oh, someone's
we
calling
got a
in.
phone call. We've got another call. Guys, we're going to take this call here. Let's see who it is. You're on the OCW hotline.
Hey, am I talking to the Wrestlers?
Yes, you're talking to the Wrestlers.
Dude, I loved it. You know, I'm old, I'm 6 years old. And I have to confess, I was a wrestler, ex-judo player, 2 times on the Olympics. My first name's Jim. I ended up in martial arts for 50 years. I still do that. But I cheated, and I didn't know I was cheating. I would throw a half Nelson, and I was long and lean. I turned into a full Nelson. The refs never knew. I didn't know I was cheating. Once I locked my arms on the other arm, it's basically a full Nelson off to the side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, for everybody I beat, which is a lot of them, I apologize.
Hey,
Hey.
it is what it is.
And I'm 12 years old. I went to state with this move. Man, I did some flying cradles, and I did Ippon Sayanogi because I was a judo player. But I didn't know I was cheating, man. I didn't tell you my last name for a reason because I still compete.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, so have you been to an OCW show yet?
Say again?
Have you ever been to an Ohio Championship Wrestling show?
No, but I do live in Elyria, Ohio.
Not far.
But listen to me. My buddy is the oldest promoter in state of Ohio. MMA is what I've been into. Just a trainer now.
Okay.
But that died, so I went to boxing. And I'm now the biggest supplier of equipment.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Trust me, the prices are right. I back up everything I sell. So, alright, I'm just going to tell you, my name's Jim Andreezy. Look me up. Pretty much easy to find.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
I'm not in the Elyria, Ohio.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you calling in. Do you got a question? Do you got a question about Ohio Championship Wrestling?
No, I just want to talk to somebody that likes to do something I like to do. Okay, alright, I'm going to come over to questions.
Okay.
So how's wrestling doing? Alright, that's a great question, huh?
Well, wrestling right now, we're kind of suspended due to the COVID-19.
I sort of understand that. But wrestlers usually go into jiu-jitsu when they retire, and MMA, whatever you want to call it. You know.
Sure.
But
Sure.
wrestlers, it's a great art. I was a wrestler. I was captain of the Lyra wrestling team. I know I cheated. I didn't know I cheated, but I was pretty good. I was captain from junior high all the way through high school. Graduated high school in 1979 from Lyra High School.
Nice. Well, we have an agent, Nick Hahn, that I'm sure he'd be interested to know how you cheated, and he might want to sign you.
Well, I didn't want to cheat. I didn't know. I threw a full Nelson from the side. But the ref was looking at the top end.
Sure.
And once I locked their hands, they ain't looking under my belly. They're looking at it, and there goes the mat slap. But I'll tell you what, the coach over there, his name is Burnett, and he's brought us up to St. Ed's level.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
St. Ed's is a good team, you know that.
They're very
right?
good
Yeah,
team.
yeah, very good.
I imagine you heard of them.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know it's good when St. Ed's wrestlers come to Illyria.
Oh, yeah,
You
sure.
you ever heard of Yoshi Nakamura?
I have not.
No, I haven't heard of Yoshi Nakamura.
His dad is a judo player. He was my first teacher in 1969.
Okay. Awesome.
He's dead
Awesome.
now. Both my
Hey-
teachers.
Hey, buddy, I hate to cut you short, but we got another caller calling in. Thanks for calling us. We'll hope to see you next week.
Enjoy it. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, bud.
Bye-bye.
And keep my number. Let's keep in touch.
Okay. Hey, you're calling the OCW hotline.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're live on Facebook.
Yes,
Yep.
we're live.
All right. So I wanted to ask you guys, you guys watched any of the episodes of The Dark Side of the Ring?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which ones in particular? I watched them all. The New Jack one, I thought was that guy's an absolute insane psychopath with some of the things that he was doing.
Yeah, I'd have to say one of my personal favorites, and I think it was more because you got to see kind of the other side of Eddie Guerrero, was the Chris Benoit one. Not so much for the Chris Benoit side of it, but it was the more of how Eddie Guerrero was such a great man and cared about a best friend in the wrestling. It kind of showed the backside of the wrestling when you really do have best friends. That was probably one of my favorite, I would think.
Mine would probably be actually back in season 1, the Bruiser Brody episode. For a sentimental reason, because the guy who played Bruiser Brody, how they have the wrestlers, I actually know him. His name's Jake something. I've wrestled with him for years now, and he's a good friend, and I was glad to see him on a big scale like that.
Yeah. I liked the one with the Von Erichs, too. Season
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, it sure was.
And just with now he has his two sons. Where are they wrestling at? Are they in Japan?
Yes, they're in
Yeah,
Japan.
both of them
are. I think they're in NWA now. They're getting around. They're learning.
Yep.
Okay. Right. They're still pretty young. I think they're both under the age of 25 now.
Yeah, they're young.
Yeah, they're real young.
Okay. And then you saw the talent that was released from WWE today.
Yeah.
Where do you think
Some of it. I didn't really catch all of it.
Yeah, some of them. Where do you think some of these guys are going to go? Or right now it's tough because not a lot of places are running.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I can see Gallows and Anderson going back to Japan. And I think it'd be smart for them to take Eric Rowan with them too, because Japan tends to push big guys out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I was sad to see a lot of my peers losing their jobs. I know some of the people who got released, and it's a tough time. You don't want anyone to lose their job right now, and especially when now they lost their job and there's nowhere to go at the moment. So it's kind of very unfortunate. It's a very sad day in wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. And you guys are still wrestling at the same venue you've been at, correct?
Chaparrals, yes. We're either when the summer comes up, we do a lot of different things in the summer. We're at Summit County, the Summit County Fair. We're at Mogador Fair, the Fair and Festival there in Mogador, Ohio. We're probably going to go back to Freedom, that's in Canton. So we'll do that. Melanie Lake, we've got I think we're 3 or 4 shows there. 2 of them are going to be night shows for sure. And Chaparrals. We're still at Chaparrals on Arlington.
Well, I've been to Chaparral before, and I've been to a lot of indie shows, and by far, that setup that you have that surrounds the ring is the best that I have seen around this area here. I've been to Mansfield, Cleveland, all over the place, and that is by far the best setup I have ever seen.
We appreciate that. We really do. And we owe a lot of that to Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter is the man, the the mind behind the whole production of OCW, and some of the stuff he comes up with. He'll call me late at night, 11, 12 o'clock. Glenn, are you awake? No. Hey, I got an idea. He had a really cool, like one of the entrances was a house party.
Yep.
Last year. He actually made a door as the entrance, and it was awesome. His brain never stops when it comes to the next big thing for OCW production-wise, and Jimmy Carter's really awesome at that.
And then I saw your partner there to the right of you. I've seen him at the old-timey wrestling
Oh, yep.
a couple times. That's a lot of fun.
Those are a lot of fun. Yep, and it's a different outlet for wrestling. That's a fun avenue to go down every once in a while, and I have a lot of fun doing those shows.
Yeah. It's a hot building, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun in there. It's very hot, especially when you're wearing wool as your costuming.
Yeah, exactly. I wear a tuxedo there, so it's not fun.
Oof.
Yeah. Now, what are the plans for OCW when they get back? Are they going to continue where they left off, or there's been quite a bit of time that's gone by where people might not be able to pick up on what the storyline is gone? Is there any plans yet for the future?
Yeah, there is. Tradition 17 will be our next event, no matter when it is, and we've actually got a few matches that are already set up for that. If you were watching earlier tonight, you saw that Jimmy Shane has challenged the OCW heavyweight champion Matt Taylor to a tables, ladders, chairs match.
Very nice.
And Chuck the Truck Morris has challenged the Thunderbird Jake Ely for the Ohio Heritage Championship in a last man standing match.
Okay, excellent.
Yep, and then we're still going to have the Brass Ring Gauntlet. There's been 2 competitors that have already been in that I've announced in that is the made man Gino DiCapo and James the Baker Hickey.
Excellent. So good. I'm glad that there are some storylines that are going to be continuing here. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just want to get through all this here.
Yes.
Get back to having fans in there screaming their heads off.
Yes.
And supporting local indie shows.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And we thank you. Thank you for calling in tonight.
No problem. You guys have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Awesome, guys. Man, this is what it's about. Is you guys can call in as fans, and obviously this guy goes everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes everywhere. So this is what it's for. I mean, I know that you guys miss this, and I want to make sure that every week you guys get some. I know it's not enough, but I hope it's something. I hope it's something that helps you guys out. I really do. Any more questions? Why?
No, that's been it.
That's been it.
Interesting. I don't know if you guys how close you follow MMA or have followed MMA, but
Yeah.
the guy that called in, Jim Andreesi, said that he fought Hoist Gracie in 1996.
That's actually awesome. That's pretty impressive, man.
It is.
Did he win? Did he say if he won?
Say if he won.
He probably didn't say he won because that guy's pretty
Yeah.
tough. How long have we been on? We've been on about an hour now, right?
54 minutes.
Guys, yeah, this has been awesome. This has been the longest one we've had. We'll go a couple more minutes. If anybody, I saw there were some missed calls, so I'm actually going to lean up here, grab the phone, and see who called, and maybe we can call them back. The OCW guys, we can call back. Let's see here. Oh, actually, we're going to make that phone call back. That one might be pretty cool. Yeah, let's call this one back. Guys, you might want to hear this one. Let's call this one back.
Watch him not answer now.
Right.
Hey.
Natalie May, you're live on OCW.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
How's your head?
It's alright. I have my good days and bad days.
That's good. That's good. And a lot of people have been asking you, Natalie. They've been asking a lot. Every time I'm on, you're one of the biggest questions they ask is how you're doing, if you've talked to the doctors, anything like that. So do you want to give an update? And instead of me just trying to give the update that you usually give me, you want to give them an update?
I guess.
Go for
I
it.
mean, everything that I tell you is pretty much what I'm told,
Yeah, you
I
can't.
really am.
I get it.
Really not going anywhere, can't really do anything. So
Right.
doctors are out of the question, but
Sure. So hopefully you'll be, as soon as this is all lifted, you can get back to normal and get back in the ring. I know you want to. I've got your messages about, wanting a shot at the title. Trust me, I got the messages.
All right.
I don't ignore you. I just want you to get healthy. That's number one.
Yeah, I mean that's number one for me too. Once I get healthy and getting back to doing what I'm normally up to doing.
Sure. So, anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to tell the fans? Anything big?
All right, so I got a question for Jimmy.
All right.
Oh, Natalie May's got a question for Jimmy.
So out of all of your OCW matches, what's your favorite match?
My favorite match in OCW. This is a hard one. Because I've been in OCW now for 8 years.
That's a long
So I
time.
got to go back. Is it one of my older matches? Is it one of my more recent matches? One of my very favorite matches in OCW would have been me and Robbie Starr. It's kind of a bitter ending, but our match at House Party, the very first House Party, where Robbie Starr and I wrestled for the OCW Heavyweight Championship. It was my very first title defense. And defend the title against Robbie Starr, the guy who I looked up to when I was a 16-year-old kid coming to OCW shows. It meant a lot to me. And, yeah, he kicked me in the balls twice and beat me for the title. But, that was just a part of it. I think I got it back. I won it back, and we settled our issues. But that was a very good match. Another match I really enjoyed, that I look back on fondly. Again, they all end badly. I don't like the way these end, but my match at Sub-Zero in January against Matt Taylor, that was a very good match. If we could just tweak the ending a little bit, where Logan wouldn't have done that to me, I would like that match a lot more. Another fun one. Again, I lose all my favorite matches, but I alluded to it earlier, the 4-way Brass Ring Gauntlet ladder match between myself, Matthew Taylor, Takahashi, and Joey Vengeance was... Often, all of us had something to prove in that match. We all were young guys. None of us had ever been heavyweight champion, and we all wanted to prove. It was a changing of the guard night in OCW. Actually, Jeremy Madrox pulled us all aside and told us that. He said that OCW was changing. There was going to be some older guys leaving, and it was time for us to step up and prove ourselves. And I got to be honest, I'm glad you're on the phone, Natalie, and I'm glad that there's wrestlers like Chuck listening, and I'm sure other people are going to listen. That's now. The time is now for you guys to do the same exact thing. Step up and knock me off my pedestal. Take away my spot as the top guy in OCW, because that's what I want. I want people coming after me, and because it's only going to make me better if you guys get better. So let's do that.
You got it.
Natalie, we'll talk to you next week. Call in next week. Keep giving us updates. Maybe stop in. Chuck the Truck Morris is going to be here next week. Did you hear that?
I saw it on the messages. Maybe I will.
Maybe you should stop in too. Say hi.
Maybe I will.
Okay. We'll see you next week.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guys, so we've been going a little bit. I'm sure you're getting tired of... you're probably not getting... You're probably getting tired of seeing my face, but the handsome son of a gun. Handsome, right there. Probably getting tired of seeing my face. But listen, tonight was huge. This is what we wanted. We got an hour in, a little more than what I've been doing lately, and I'm glad you guys are calling in. We're going to do it again next week. It'll be between 6 and 7. It's when we get to fire everything up, get going. We were a little bit running behind today. That was just getting everything set up because it's a little different than we've been doing. But, guys, we're so excited. You got any more questions before I get out of here? I don't want to cut nobody off.
Quick, first, shout out to a couple of late viewers, Papa Smurf.
What's up, Keith? Keith!
And the voice of OCW, Yo Paulie.
Yo, Paulie.
Hey, man.
How you doing, Paulie?
Judy Byram said her son wants to know at the January show when Matt Taylor brought out the ladder how scary it was.
Luckily for me, my feet were firmly planted on the ground, so it's probably a little scarier for him when I knocked it over and he went crashing into the ring. But I've been on top of a ladder before, and especially in the middle of the ring. That ladder was on the ground, but in the middle of the ring, those boards, it's not fun being on a ladder in the middle of the ring, and it can get pretty scary.
She asked if you were worried about bouncing back or anything.
I mean, I'm always worried about what's going to happen afterwards, and then this time off hasn't really been stopping that because I haven't been staying, your body gets a callus buildup and you stay ready for so that first time I get back in the ring and I get knocked down, it's going to hurt real good. And hopefully we get Spinebuster up rolling before the show start up and I get in there and beat up some guys and get ready for this next one.
Yeah, it's kind of what I talked about in the first week. I was talking about the Spine Buster, and I was getting in there, just trying to get like a little bit of ring rust off, see what it was like. Been 20-something years since I did anything like that, and whoa, you know what I mean? Next day I'm like, oh, what hit me? So I see that. I know that some of you guys are waiting for that, so you can get back in there and do that, and I'm sure you're ready to go. So anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Cool, awesome, guys. We really appreciate everybody calling in tonight. We can call in again next week. Leave your messages on Facebook on Ohio Championship Wrestling and after the bell's on there too, right?
It's on there too.
So you guys got a few medias to do, and I'm sure Jimmy Shane will be sitting at home next week, be sharing it. He'll probably have a watch party, so he'll maybe let us know if you got any questions on that side. Guys, this is really huge, and we're glad that we can bring some kind of wrestling into your home every week. And if you have any questions or you want to see a wrestler, call him out. Call a wrestler out that you want to see come into the office at OCW, and we'll get him in here. So next week is going to be Chuck the Truck Morris, and it sounds like Natalie might stop in and say hi. So, guys, till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, and what is there? There's no
shame in being a winner.
We'll see you guys.